All right, good Wednesday afternoon, everyone. Thanks for stopping by for a check of your forecast. Hope everyone's doing well today. It is Wednesday, June 25th, year of our Lord 2025. Got some isolated tropical showers with some of that monsoon moisture starting to develop as we get to the peak of our daytime heating here in the high plains. You can see again that nice belt of moisture there from the mountains in Mexico up through New Mexico, portions of the Colorado and Kansas area, and then we even got a small plume of some showers and storms going up. Really come from around Amarillo, south and southwest towards Dimmitt and Tulia. We'll take a closer look at some of those showers here real quick. We've got a better belt of moisture moving through Castro County. It's actually a deluge of rain right now there in Dimmitt. We'll take a look at that sky cam here momentarily. Some isolated showers going up around Tulia. They're getting a good downpour there. Looks like there's a better isolated shower just to the southwest of the loop here on the north side of Randall County, kind of south of Bushland. Closer look at some of that stuff around Nazareth and Hart. You can see again a really heavy core of rain just to the west of Dimmitt, and then here closer to the Amarillo area, we are seeing that one shower move up closer to Loop 335. Again, that's going to bring a localized downpour with it in a small section of Amarillo. Won't be for everyone, but here's what that shower looks like. Again, this is the one moving into Amarillo right now. This is from our Skycam in Bushland. These are non-severe thunderstorms, not expecting them to be severe of any capacity today, but you will get a very heavy, very quick round of rain with them if you get caught underneath the core. Again, you could see maybe some rain rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour, so some nuisance flooding is really about the only hazard we can expect from these tropical downpours that we expect to move through the area for the remainder of this evening. This is the Skycam in Dimmitt. You can see an absolute deluge of rain down there. That is one of those heavier pockets of rainfall. And if again you get caught under some of those, that's what you can expect it to look like. Temperatures outside fairly comfortable. We've been below average for our highs today, specifically in the western half of the region where we've had some of those showers and a little bit better moisture just in place for most of the day. We had some early morning showers out west this morning, back towards the western panhandle and eastern New Mexico. So most of us out there really haven't gotten out of the 70s. We did briefly get into the 80s here in Amarillo, but back down to 79 degrees over at the airport. It's even cooler here at KVII, only 73 with some of those isolated showers that have recently pushed through. We've picked up a little over a tenth of an inch of rain this afternoon. Winds anywhere from about 10 to 20 miles an hour. You can see plenty of moisture in the lower levels, so all of these showers should have some really efficient rain rates out of them. Expecting that trend to probably hold through the rest of the week. Not everyone's going to see rain, but those that do, they'll be very heavy and very quick when they pass through the area. So you could get that quarter to a half inch pretty quick. But temperature-wise, we should run a little bit below normal for our afternoon temperatures tomorrow. We expect Amarillo to probably get to about 87. Further west, you get maybe slightly cooler weather, some lower 90s as you get into the eastern panhandles around Canadian, Shamrock, Wellington, and Childress. So here's our computer model. You can see some of those isolated showers still moving through the rest of this evening. We don't really anticipate them to be severe, but you could get some really heavy rain out of them. As we move into tomorrow morning, our model's got another round trying to develop early on, but some better rain rates and some heavier downpours in the afternoon. Once we get to the peak of daytime heating, you can see some more isolated showers persisting further west heading into Thursday night. By Friday morning, we should be down to around 70 degrees. That southwest flow continues to keep that plume of Pacific moisture over our heads, and so we'll still see some isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Now, our next weather maker, we're expecting this ridge of high pressure over the weekend to build in. It's going to eventually push into the Four Corners region. It may actually skirt underneath us, though, through the weekend. So we're not going to rule out rain and showers for the next several days. I think we'll at least kind of get stuck in place for some moisture. The shower activity may be very isolated on Friday and Saturday as that ridge kind of passes close to our heads, or at least close overhead. But as we get into Sunday and Monday, it's going to start parking itself over the Four Corners region, and that'll actually put us into more of that northwest flow aloft with some of that monsoon moisture. That can lead to some more severe weather closer to the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, like the I-25 corridor from Denver south to Las Vegas or Springer in New Mexico. So I do think that that may be a window where we have more of a conditional severe weather threat, but we'll still have the moisture in place. And so the pattern for moisture continues for us. The monsoon season may kind of get pushed further west with that ridge getting put over the Four Corners region. So areas like Arizona, portions of western New Mexico may have some more consistent moisture versus the central and eastern side of the area, which has seen a good bit of rain over the last several days. We've had some good swaths of 1 to 3 inches of rain out there. Ute Lake has actually come up about 1,500 acre feet of water over the last 24 hours, so getting some runoff in there. That lake's only 8,000 feet from the spillway dam, so it could reach its full capacity, at least from the mandatory spillway. It can store up to 400,000 acre feet. It's unlikely that it ever will. We would need some kind of biblical flood out there. But that lake is mandated to release water at 200,000 acre feet, and it's getting close to that number. All that means is the Canadian River may have water running in it down into Meredith if it can reach that 200,000 acre foot capacity, which could be fairly soon if we continue with this wet pattern that we'll see maybe for the next 6 to 10 days. Temperature wise, with all the moisture, we'll probably run anywhere from 0 to about 5 degrees below normal. Climate Prediction Center kind of leaning towards a cooler than average pattern for us, which I don't think anyone's really going to complain about. We should run about 5 degrees below normal tomorrow, should be near normal Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then maybe a little bit below normal on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with those slightly better rain chances. If we're going to have a quieter day, it looks like it's going to be Saturday. We're certainly not going to rule out some afternoon thunderstorms. They should be very limited in their capacity. That's why that chance is only at 10%. So not going to bet the farm on rain, but there will probably be a few showers and weak thunderstorms, at least close by. And so we can't rule it out completely. That is all we've got for you. Again, just some isolated tropical downpours kind of expected for the next several afternoons. That trend will continue into next week. We probably have some better coverage of storms next week with some more organized wind shear. So storms will probably hold more of a multi-cell structure mode rather than these really isolated showers that we're seeing and have been for the last 24 hours. So isolated stuff for the next few days. Maybe a little bit more wind shear early next week. That could lead to some more organized convection and maybe some limited severe weather potential as well. That's all we've got. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.